is up, everybody? Welcome to, what are we at now, brother? I'm starting to lose track. What is this, episode 15, episode 16? Something 15. Like that. 15? Alright.
Yeah.
Episode 50 of the Lace 'em Up podcast. It is April 25th, technically, like 1 a.m., April 25th, 2021. And if you're wondering why I look, if you missed the last episode, if you're wondering why I look like an absolute, I don't know, crackhead or something right now, it's because I bet that Bayern would beat PSG against this fine gentleman over here, and I was wrong, so I am now being punished. So please enjoy.
I mean, at this point, I don't even think it's a punishment. It looks kind of good.
It looks kind of good? You're saying I look sexy?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying it looks kind of good. Therefore, you might have to, keep it on for, more than just one episode. You might as well just keep it for life, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that's a look.
Oh, that's a look? I should grow my hair out, get a perm, dye it pink?
Yeah, maybe you should.
Maybe I should.
Maybe you should.
It'd definitely be less itchy than this shit right here, bro. Fuck.
Good luck.
Thank you, brother. But let's hop right into this, man, with the stars of the week. Why don't you hit us with yours first, brother?
My star of the week. I mean, not really a star. It's just more like a sad news. My man's Terrence Clark passed away in a car accident this week. 6'7" shooting guard, was getting drafted this year. Kentucky Wildcat alumni, will say. Well, not really. He didn't graduate. 1 year off.
Alumni?
Yeah, but he didn't graduate, so we can't call him that. But yeah, he was declaring for the draft this year. Hopefully the NBA does do something for him, but, I don't expect him to do anything for a boy. But yeah, Terrence Clark, R.I.P. my boy.
Rest in peace, man. It's always sad when a young man with potential passes away.
Yeah. Who's your star?
I mean, after a dark note like that, I feel bad shouting anyone else out, but my star of the week goes to Kamaru, the Nigerian nightmare, Usman, because wow, what a card tonight, and we will get into it. So let's hop right into that. UFC 261. First off, I want to talk about the Weidman versus Hall fight, ended by a TKO in 17 seconds in a way that we did not expect to go. And another sad note, he took a kick, snapped his leg in half, like his shin in half off of a kick that he threw 17 seconds in, had to be carried off. It was pretty nasty. Like, if you're watching the fight, like, you don't want to see that shit. Like, it was not fun to look at. I'm not going to look at that again afterwards. Reminds me of stuff like I've seen it happen to Anderson Silva. You've seen like nasty shit like that happen to like Gordon Hayward, and who was it on the national US team that ran all the way and broke his too? Who was that? Katie? Paul George? Oh yeah, it was Paul George. Yeah, Paul George. So nasty things like that. We don't want to see him. But good luck to Chris Weidman, former champion. Hope that you heal up. Feel bad for Hall too. I know he didn't want that fight to end that way. And hopefully gets another one. So, quick note on that. But now we get into 3, count them, 1, 2, 3 championship title fights. So first off, we got Valentina Bullet Shevchenko versus Jessica Andrade. So this fight ended in a TKO. But this was by far the most dominant fight of the evening. This was abuse. This was dead-ass abuse. So, for those of you that don't know, Valentina Shevchenko is widely considered the second greatest female fighter in MMA after Amanda Nunes. She actually came close to beating Amanda Nunes before. But she's a champion in her own division, and a dominant champion at that. Nobody can do shit, and she proved it tonight. Jessica Andrade was a strawweight champion before. She actually took it from Rose, who then lost, and then she lost it to Weili, and then we'll get into what happened with Rose versus Weili later. So, what a domination, like absolute domination, this fight was. So Andrade, like, she is known to be a wrestler, and everybody going into this fight was like, if she's gonna beat Valentina Shevchenko, it's gonna be on the ground. She's gonna grapple her. She's gonna take her down. She's gonna play it like that. They ain't staying on the feet because she can't handle Shevchenko on the feet.
Yeah.
Shevchenko walked into this fight, and she's like, I'm gonna beat her. Guess where? On the ground. So, I think she tied a record, a flyweight record for takedowns in a fight. She had like 7 takedowns or something ridiculous like that on Andrade. Andrade couldn't do shit. She was trying to like pick her up and toss her. And if you saw Andrade versus Rose Namajunas, she picked her up and dropped her on her head, and that's how she got KO'd when she lost her belt. So Valentina Bullet Shevchenko, man, like, yo, respect the name, respect the fighter. She's a beast. She came in, took this girl to the ground, 7 takedowns, pieced her up on the feet, pieced her up on the ground, and then finished the fight off with a crucifix hold. So, KB, if you saw, it's basically like when you're sideways, you got one arm under, like, kind of like your head, and one arm between the legs, and you could basically just like go in on their head like this, because you basically got them held so they can't do shit to you. And she had her in a crucifix hold, punch, was punching the shit out of her face, and she's like, I'm ending this fight. Elbows. Like, and I say this many because there really was that many, man. She was going in on Jessica Andrade's face, man. And the ref saw blood, she saw blood, and she's like, alright, bro, if I keep going, this guy's gonna have to call the fight. And that's exactly what happened. She finished in the second round by TKO, but that was absolute domination. I don't know who's fighting this girl next. I want it to be Amanda Nunes. I want them to fight. It'd be sick if they fought for like each other's belts, or like one of Amanda Nunes' belts, because she's holding 2 right now. So,
I thought people were saying that no one would come close to Amanda Nunes.
Well, no one has. Like, she still lost to Amanda Nunes, but she came close. But like, Amanda Nunes, it's kind of like, we're also talking about divisions too, right? Like, they fought before, but they're not in the same division right now.
Okay.
Right? Like,
yeah,
she's a champion in a different division, right? But yeah, usually like she's kind of in the same boat as Amanda Nunes. There's nobody in her division that can do shit to her, bro. Like, and she really is a complete fighter. Like wow, is she a complete fighter? She's good on the feet. She's good on the ground. Like, she's a monster. That shit was domination against Andrade is a former champion. She's still young. Like, that was ridiculous. That was like argument between this and the main event for best fight of the night. So next fight we got, my guy KB, you witnessed this. Rose Namajunas versus Zhang Weili, KO, first round. Nasty kick to the head.
That was fucked.
Honestly, I really, really like Zhang Weili. I also really like Rose. So, like, either way, I would have been happy. But I kind of wanted Zhang Weili to win, just because, like, I like both. I like the way they both fight. But, like, I don't know, Zhang Weili's kind of got like some meat on those bones, you know. Like, she got some. She's a brawler, you know. She gets messy with it, and I kind of like that. Like, watching those types of fights. And Rose is very technical, and I like watching those types of fights too. But I don't know. Like, I feel like it was a tough one. That was the fight I was most excited for. It ended quicker than I liked, but it ended in an exciting way. First round, KO, kick to the head. Weili wasn't happy about it, but like, yo, that shit had to be called. Like, that was it. You were knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, like, she was done for, but she tried to fight her way back in and shit, telling people that the refs didn't see or whatever. Like, she wasn't done.
But yeah, she's done, bro. Like, you're that's it. Like, unfortunately. So, congratulations to Rose reclaiming the belt. It's been a minute since she had it. And I feel bad for Zhang Weili. She gotta go back to her country where people are gonna be disappointed in her. And people I saw online, like, typical Americans, you know, they have to make this shit all about like America versus communism and this and that and this. And like, let's be honest, people, like, if you're a person if you're like a famous person who lives in China, like you're like you have no. It's like being a Russian. Like like you have no choice but to respect that government because they'll do some. They're a fucked up government. like like you don't fuck with those people. So people who made it about politics and about like communism and this and that and like oh I'm so happy she got knocked out fucking communist and this and that like bro like she's just a fighter man. She's just a fighter from China. That's it. Like that's it. So just respect her as a fighter, a great fighter at that. Like if you watch Weili train, she's a beast. No, and that's not me disrespecting Rose either. She's also a beast. She's from, arguably, I would argue the best team in the game with like one of the best coaches in the game right now, and I don't know, awesome fight. But like I don't like that whole like when people try to make shit about politics and stuff. But congrats to Rose Namajunas on getting that belt. And hopefully Weili can come back stronger, bro. She's 21-2. She's still young. She hasn't been in the UFC too long, even though she was champ. So she's got some time to come back around and turn it around. So now we're getting to my star of the week, Mr. KB. Mr. KB. Wow. Well, first of all, I gotta say, what a fucking card this was. This card was ridiculous. This card was amazing. If you missed this card, this is one of the best UFC cards that you could ever witness. Like one of the best that I've seen for sure. So we got blessed with 2 KOs tonight. So we go to the main event. Usman versus Masvidal. KB, you watched this whole fight, nah?
Yeah.
Like what well, first of all, like I mean we're kind of skipping over the road stuff, but whatever. I kind of want this is the main event. I guess this is what we're gonna dive into deeper. But what'd you think, bro? Like as a new UFC fan, you witnessed that shit. Like what do you see? What do you feel? Like what'd you think of that fight?
Hey man, this is crazy to me. Like from the get go, I knew Usman was gonna take that. Like they were complaining about how the last time Usman and Masvidal fought, like he only had a 6 days notice, this, that, whatever, and it was what's Masvidal's thing? Like he's a wrestler or something? Is that what it is?
No. Masvidal's a striker.
He's a striker. Or they were talking about how Masvidal was getting ready to have this fight more on the ground and stuff like that, and Usman didn't have it like that. He didn't plan on knocking him out or whatever. But like from the get go, like when I look at it, I thought Usman was gonna go eat it, bro. Yeah. Like that motherfucker looked hungry. Like I don't know. I heard you say how you thought like he was nervous and shit, or he looked more nervous than usual. But like I don't know. To me, he still looked like I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm starting to look at it now. But to me, he just looked like he was gonna eat him.
I mean, like I always thought Usman was gonna win this fight. Like I had no doubt in my mind. Like he even admitted at the end, Kamaru, that it's been a long time since he was nervous for a fight, so he was nervous for this fight. But like, I knew going in, I'm like, yo, Usman's winning this, but there was definitely more like Masvidal has a better chance this time than he did the last time. And this was a much better fight than their last fight. So crazy fight. Usman with an absolutely nasty, and when I say nasty knockout of fucking Jorge Masvidal, bro. If you guys didn't watch this, man, literally like that camera angle, everything about it was beautiful. Like literally, like Usman came, like took the man's hand down and boom, flush to the face. My guy was knocked out, leaning on Usman, and Usman just went shoulder shrug, let him fall to the floor, and boom, hammer fist. And for those of you that don't know, Jorge Masvidal, okay, super popular fighter and all that, became really big because of his knockout of Ben Askren, which is the fastest in UFC history. We all know about that. We've talked about it before on the pod. And even if you're not a fan of UFC, you've likely seen it, especially with what happened with Jake Paul and stuff. I know that clip was on replay. But Jorge Masvidal has never been knocked out in his career. This guy's 36. He's I think he's at 50 fights or something dumb like that. Never been knocked out in his career. And before this fight, he was saying, Kamaru Usman, his punches are soft. I don't feel shit. And like you saw a couple times during this fight, he got punched in the face and he was like, or saying like, yo, bring some more and shit, like talking that shit. Yeah. And Kamaru Usman is the first person to knock him out. How, bro? You can't script this shit, bro. You can't script this shit, bro. Like
he asked for it though.
Oh, he was asking for it, bro. But this is what I'm saying, bro. You can't script this shit. The man is saying he's the softest guy. Like he punches, his punches are soft, and he's also never been knocked out in his career. And then he gets knocked out by the guy who he said's punches were soft. And like honestly, Kamaru Usman, bro, fighting through all that shit talking, fighting through the fact that they were playing in Florida, where Masvidal is from, and all the fans were booing him and stuff. For him to come in, champion, knock him the fuck out, put the belt on his pops and hug all his family and stuff after. Like, I love that shit. Like, now that Khabib's gone, in my opinion, Kamaru Usman is the best fighter in MMA right now. He is number one. After the displays he showed, after the domination he showed of the fighters he's fought, he's number one.
Who comes after him?
Who comes after him, bro? I don't know, man. Maybe Izzy. Izzy's up there too.
Izzy's in the same division as this guy?
No. Izzy's a champ of another division. But I think Izzy's the middleweight champ. Yeah, he's middleweight champ. So he's in another division. But I'd say probably Izzy. Like,
I would never want to see those guys fight.
They're never gonna fight. They're never gonna fight because right now, for the first time, like the majority of champions are African, and it's the first time there's been 3 African champions, and they're the first African champions too. So you got Izzy, you got Usman, and you got Ngannou. So you have 3 African champions. They're not gonna take the belt away from another countryman, you know, like they're repping, like that's their shit right now. So exactly. That's been their narrative. So honestly, bro, big shout out to Usman. I feel a little bit bad for Masvidal. I like Masvidal too. I kind of haven't liked that, like the whole Jake Paul stuff that he's been doing, and like he's been talking a lot of shit and stuff. Like I think Kamaru deserved a little bit more respect, which they gave respect at the end, but you know, that's after getting knocked out. But I do like Masvidal too. I feel bad for him because now, like, it's done. Like, he's never going to be a champion. Like, he's old. Usman beat him twice. Like, he's not fighting Usman ever again. Like, that's it. That's done. So, I don't see Usman losing that belt for a minute. And even if he does, the person who's not going to fight, like, I don't think Masvidal is getting a title shot again. So, sucks for him. But, like, hey, man, wonderful career. Like, you know, and I know he'll still fight, or maybe he might retire. The way he was talking at the end there sounded a little bit like he wanted to retire. I don't know. But, yeah, we'll see what happens with him.
You said he's, what, 36?
36, yeah.
Yeah, he's probably going to call it quits.
50 fights, got knocked. The only reason I would see him, like, keep fighting is, like, I don't think he would want to end his career on a knockout, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's a tough way to go out. But, man, what a card, people. What a card. If you're not a fan of the UFC, this is time, bro. These guys are pumping out these cards, bro. They're trying to take full advantage of that, you know, that COVID money, because they were the first to bring the sports back. They're the first to have a full arena. Like, stupid health-wise or not, business-wise, they're geniuses.
Like, I'm so surprised they let that just slide, especially in Florida.
What do you mean? That should make you less surprised. It's Florida.
Nah.
Florida, they don't respect the rules, bro. They haven't been. You know that. Like, Florida was one of the first places to open in the States and let people walk around freely.
Yeah, we still got cases going on and shit.
That's what I'm saying. But, like, you know, that's why I'm like, that'd be the first place in the States I think of to have a full arena first. Is Florida.
That's absolutely retarded.
Fam, you can't be saying those things no more.
That's true.
Anyway, but yo, let's move on to the SuperLeague, the European SuperLeague. What a shit show this was. Literally, it went from starting up to dying within like 4 days, and there was a whole mess with it. What were you saying, KB? You want to comment on the SuperLeague?
I forgot what my train of thought was. It's just dumb, I guess. I don't even know. I was gonna say something, but I forgot what I wanted to say. Oh, shoot. But yeah, like this thing started making noise like last week, and it got shut down within the same week. Like how many teams? How many teams joined that thing? 1, 2, 3, 4,
12.
5,
So
6,
there was 12 founding teams.
12 teams.
We got Liverpool, Man United, Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, Man City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, Juventus, AC Milan, and Inter Milan. And for those who know football, that's like pretty much all the major. That's literally all the major teams except for Bayern, Dortmund, and PSG. So, that's all of them. That's all the big boys. That's all the big monsters. Um, so this whole thing caused a shit ton of fan uproar. You can go on any post from these teams that didn't say cancel Super League, leave the Super League, F the Super League, no Super League, blah blah blah. Like I don't know if you've been watching on the social media lately, KB, or if you were this week, but that's all I've been seeing in these comments. So then it becomes a whole beef between UEFA and the Super League. And then obviously UEFA's got the fans on their side because for those that don't understand the fan uproar, let's get into that first. Kibi, do you wanna kind of explain it? Like you've been a fan of football for a long time.
I mean, but then again, like I don't. Whenever I look at this thing, I don't look at it from the fans' point of view. I just look at it from a business point of view. You know what I mean? Like I understand why fans are pissed, but I don't know. Like from a business point of view, everyone's looking to make the revenue.
Yeah.
Especially with this COVID thing happening. So like it makes sense on why people wanted to invent a Super League or wanted to go.
Yeah, no, it makes sense to me too. But I'm saying like for those that need to understand why the fans are upset, like.
I mean, they're just trying to, keeping it like they're trying to make sure that the sport stays for the people, stays for the for the fans, I guess. But it's more like, yeah, like I get that, I understand that, but you know.
Yeah, I mean to be fair, we're both fans of teams that would be in the Super League and that are big money teams. So, yeah. But like basically the fan uproar is about like the teams that are not those expensive teams. You know, I'm wearing my AC Milan jersey on right now. I thought I would pair good with the wig because I was getting roasted about being an AC Milan fan last week. There's our one Champions League. You see that? So, so, basically the whole fan uproar is about teams that are not like these big teams that can make the money and who are always going to be set. It's about teams. They're afraid that we're not going to get stories like Leicester City. You know, like when they won the Premier League, when they got promoted, and then they won the Premier League, and they had that team with Conte, Mahrez, Vardy. You know, like we all remember that story. How crazy it was. How, like that's ridiculous. A team that was in the lower league got promoted to the Premier League, and then they went on to win the league. Like and stories like that with this Super League, people are afraid of that not happening anymore. What I didn't entirely get is like this kind of hurt like the Champions League side, which is basically UEFA Super League. Let's be honest. But this hurt the Champions League side of things. But from what I understood, they'd still be part of their leagues and still be playing games. People were upset that it basically means like it's like those leagues are not real leagues anymore. They're like sub leagues. You know what I mean? It's kind of like where those big teams would come to practice and they wouldn't start their best players and things like that. So that's another thing people were upset about. Yeah, man, I'm sorry. This week, like all these hairs are falling all over my nose, and my nose is itchy, bro. But
the wig effect.
The wig effect, bro. But yeah. So where was I going? So basically, what they would still be part of their leagues, but fans were upset that like it would basically become the secondary competition to the Super League. Like the Super League would be their focus, and then like those big teams wouldn't care about like winning the Premier League anymore, or whatever league they were in before. Like I think the Premier League is the only league that would actually be like pretty okay, just because of how big of a fandom English football is, and I think that's why those teams were the first teams to leave, which we'll get into, but like Serie A, like you take away Juventus, Inter, and AC Milan, like I don't know, you still got like Napoli and stuff, like you still got Roma, but like then after that, not much. The Spanish league, you take out like Atletico, Real, and Barca, like who's the next best team? Sevilla, and that other Madrid team, the one that Jesus started on, I forget. Like that's their best teams, like Real Sociedad.
Didn't Grisou play for Atletico?
Before Atletico, he played for another team, Real Sociedad. But yeah, like I personally wasn't upset about the Super League, and I know that's gonna upset a lot of people. But I know that's coming from someone who's a fan of a team that would be in the Super League, but like I wasn't upset about. I'm also like we're also Americanized and we're used to having that like one single league of prime teams, so it's a little bit more of an easy concept for us. So we don't really have that, even though European descent, we don't have that European mindset, I guess. But yeah, you felt you were feeling the same way, KB?
I mean, yeah, like I know I didn't feel any type of way towards the Super League. Like I didn't care for it that much. Like if they made it happen, they made it happen. That's more stuff for us to watch at the end of the day. But it's just like their motive was what had people pissed. Like it's just the fact that everything was so revenue based and everything. Like they just wanted their money at the end of the day. Like
so we're gonna get into that shit. So anyways, we got into the Super League versus UEFA now, right? So UEFA's doing a bunch of shit to try to fuck this league over, right? So they got the fans against them, which that's already a problem. Like if the fans are against you, and I'm talking about fans of even some of these super teams, right? Like Man City and like Liverpool and all these fans were cheesed about their own teams. They were protesting their own teams that they're fans of. So we get into the UEFA Super League versus UEFA now, and UEFA is doing literally everything to make sure that this league gets fucked. And we'll get into why, because Killian said there's business and money in all this, and like these fans make me laugh because we ain't moving out here like as if UEFA are saints either. Okay, we're not moving out here like a UEFA saints either, and we're gonna get into that shit. But basically, UEFA comes out here and they're like, we're gonna ban all these teams from their leagues. So, okay, maybe if they stayed in those leagues, oh yeah, it'd be a minor league and but they'd still be playing in those leagues, wouldn't they? They'd still be in the leagues, but now UEFA is trying to take them out. Now the fans are like extra cheese. You're causing even more like problems because now those leagues are definitely gonna die because you're basically kicking the big teams out. Like what do you want to say, KB?
No, like they try to take the teams out. They try to stop players from playing internationally.
Exactly, that's what I was gonna get into.
Like that just. They had to do everything in order for them
to... They did everything. Imagine you stop the play. What the fuck? Why do the players need to be punished for? They're playing for those... What if you're a player on that team, you love your national team, you're on like a 5-year contract?
Yeah.
You can't play for your national team.
It's not even... The players don't even have a say. That's what I just don't... Like, suspending the players for that is just... I like, that was extreme measures by UEFA just to make sure that shit does not go... Just don't go as planned because the players don't have it. The players don't have a say whatsoever. So I don't get it.
But you see what they did though, right? So they had the fans against them. Then by doing that, by trying to ban them from the world, they turned the players against their own teams. Whether they agreed or disagreed with the Super League, but if they banned them from Worlds, if they agreed with the Super League, they're definitely flipping the script on them too. Like they're definitely gonna be like, oh shit, now I don't want it no more.
Yeah.
And then they had UEFA. So they had UEFA versus them. They had the fans versus them. They had their own players against them. And within... That shit was announced like Sunday. I'll tell you by like Thursday this week, that shit was dead. Dead in the water. Right now, I think the only teams that still aren't officially out of the Super League are Juventus, AC Milan, Real Madrid, and Barca. Yeah, all the other teams dropped out.
The Juventus president is the one that wanted to make that shit happen.
The Juventus and the Real president, they're the ones, the OGs that started it all. I'll tell you this though, I see a Super League like maybe it failed this time, but I see that shit happening in the future. That idea is not dead, bro. I'm telling you, that shit gonna come back around. But,
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, but yo, so Super League gets canceled. There's been talks about UEFA with their new Champions League format coming out. So they put it out. UEFA's basically made the Super League. Like, they basically made the Super League. Like, so starting in 2024 season, I got the details over here. So the current format is opening 32 teams with a group stage, right?
Yeah.
and then they're divided into 8 groups of 4, right? So starting in 2024, there'll be a single league, Super League, basically made up of 36 completing clubs. So now it's going to be 36 teams instead of 32. So 4 more teams added in, and then under the new format, the teams will play 4 matches more than is in the current case. So 4 matches more per team, but they've also added 4 teams. So, so take those 4 teams, the total of games that the teams play right now plus 4, like that's quite a few games, right? Do you know how many games they play total in the Champions League right now?
So 1 team, 3 opponents times 2. Wait, you're talking about group stages or the whole tournament?
Group stages, all the way up.
Group stages, I know it has to be like 6 games, I want to say. Because 1 team, 3 opponents, 2 games each. So I want to say 6 opponents, and then after that it goes like. After that it's just like, it's basically 1 game. Second legs and shit. But like that's pretty much it. I don't know in total how many games they play.
So what's it? There's
16.
After group stages, 14, what is there? 4 stages? Is there like what is it? Is it quarter, semis, final, or is it?
No, there's something before quarters.
Okay, so there's 4. So there's 4, yeah. And they play 2 games each. So that's 8. So and you 8, said 6 before. So okay,
it's like 14.
So 14. So they play 14 games. So now take. So 14 games per team, 32 teams. So 40 games per teams with 32 teams. Now it's 18 games per team with 36 teams. So, like that's a lot of games. That's a lot of games. You're getting 4 times 32 plus I am about to do no quick maths to fail me. But you're getting 4 times 32, and then you're getting No, I'm tripping. No, I'm right. You're getting 4. I'm right. You're getting 4 times 32, and then you're getting 4 times 18. Add those together. That's how many more games a season you're getting. That's a lot of games. Yeah. So, that's ridiculous, bro. So basically, they created their own Super League.
They had to steal that idea some way, somehow, in order to put it better under their own terms.
But this is what fucked up. Damn, bro, now I'm starting to get this weak hair in my throat and shit. What the fuck? this week's shitty, bro. But yeah, so they basically created their own Super League, and then y'all are gonna come out here and defend UEFA, bro. UEFA does the same shit, bro. They're also money hungry little fucks as well, bro. We know all the problems that soccer has had over the years, the betting, the way Serie A was back in the days. Like, we all know all the bullshit that's happened in soccer with money. Like, probably more than any other sport. Maybe other than boxing. I know boxing's had a lot of fixings and shit too. But, oh my god, I just swallowed one of these pink hairs, bro.
Damn. That wig has you going crazy, bro.
This wig infested, bro.
This what happens when you talk shit about PSG.
I didn't even talk shit, bro. I said they were good, that Bayern could come back. But anyways, we won't even get into that. Like, but yeah. So, are we absolving UEFA? Are these fans that were so upset basically cool with UEFA doing the same shit? And how do you feel about this, KB? Do you think, like, does it change much for you Champions League wise? Like 4 more teams, 4 more games per team, or do you like the old format just the way it is?
Nah, I feel like I'm gonna like this format more just because like it's there's more games, more people to watch, probably more teams involved. It all depends on where they add those 4 teams from.
So here's the thing. One thing to note: they will no longer play 3 opponents twice, and instead they'll face fixtures against 10 different teams, half of them at home and half of them away.
Yeah, like, that's cool too.
You agree with that?
Yeah, it all depends on where they add those 4 more teams, like from which league and the standings and all that stuff. Because I remember like a few years back, I think in the Premier League it was just like the 3 or 4 first teams in the league that would make it to the Champions League, and then after that the rest would be like from 4 to 6 they would end up in Europa League and shit. But I feel like we'll see what they're gonna do for this one.
Alright. Um, like I'm gonna be honest, I don't really give a fuck about Champions League until after group stages, anyways. So I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Like I'll let that stuff run. Like I don't watch all the games, and then when group stages are done, and we get into like the actual Champions League, then I start watching, and then I get into it. Um, but yeah, so it doesn't change much for me. But like, hey man, the Super League would have been kind of cool to see. I know it sucks for the smaller teams. I know for a fan, I'm an AC Milan fan, so they're ass, and I think that them being in the Super League would have brought them more monies and more money and more players, like top name players that would have wanted to come play for them, which would have been good for my team. Like I look at teams like Arsenal, AC Milan, teams that are like really in the gutter these days. They're trash, and like I think that would have helped them a lot. But hey, man.
Imagine they had made some of the Super League shit like pay-per-view bullshit. And
then that would have been too much, bro.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. Cause that Super League was literally just based on like revenue. That's all it was. They didn't care for nothing else but the amount of money that shit could bring them.
Yeah, I mean they were kind of trying to do more like an NHL, NBA, like those type of ideas. Like have a single league of quality. And then like the BPL would become like the Australian League in basketball. Like that's basically what the idea was and why people were kind of upset. But yo, anything else to say about the Super League, or are you comfortable? You think we covered everything?
No, we straight. We should be alright.
Alright. So I want to move on to some NHL stuff. Not much going on. Not much going on NHL or NBA, to be honest, this week. But just wanted to talk about the Leafs real quick. So the Leafs lost to Vancouver twice, and if you didn't know, KB, Vancouver just came back from recovering from COVID, from new cases, from a new variant of COVID. They had that shit, a new variant. Bunch of players were sick, feeling like shit, whatever. They were gone for a hot minute. They were almost out for a month. They come back, and then they beat the Leafs twice. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. You lost to a team that was literally dealing with a COVID variant, came back, recovered, hadn't played games in a hot minute, and then beat you guys. And
maybe Vancouver just needed some rest, bro. Maybe COVID
was that's what I was thinking too. Like I was like, oh, because they had a lot of time to like practice and stuff, right? For some of the players who were okay or players coming back and stuff.
Yeah.
So that's all I want to say about that. Embarrassing. And then I want to talk about the game tonight. The Leafs beat Winnipeg, which is a better team than Vancouver, 4-1. And then you said you didn't catch the game, yeah?
No, I didn't catch the game. But the Leafs seems to struggle against like the teams that we expect them to win against. Like, what's the deal?
That's always been the deal, bro. But that's always been the deal. I don't get into that. I'm gonna get upset. I'm gonna start ranting. I'm gonna light my wall on fire over there. But tonight against Winnipeg, the game got super scrappy. like Joe Thornton like broke his stick over someone, and Joe Thornton is a happy man, bro. That guy doesn't get angry usually. Him and Nikolai Ehlers were getting into beef, and then like freaking Wayne Simmons and Dubois on I was about to say Columbus, but he's on Winnipeg now. Simmons and Dubois were talking shit to each other on the bench, and both of them got kicked out of the game. So just a whole shit show mess. But the Leafs ended up coming out on top, so I'm happy with that.
4-1, pretty good, pretty nice dub.
Pretty nice dub.
Comfortable.
Comfy, but honestly, there were some random things we could talk about NBA, like quick comments. You want to talk about that Dennis Schroeder stuff, or? I
mean, it's just a quick mention, you know what I mean? Like, my man was streaming. I don't even know what he was playing. I think he was playing Fortnite or some COD or some bullshit like that. Mm-hmm. And some guy dropped in a comment on some, Nets at 4.
And he was like, nah.
Nets at 4 my ass.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Every single time I hear comments like that from like professional athletes and shit, I'm just scared like either the league or like their teams is gonna like retaliate or like blah blah blah. It's not formal enough or it's not like proper language or this that whatever. Like I'm always scared some bullshit like that is gonna happen. But
bro, it's on his private stuff, bro.
Yeah. I mean,
as long as they don't say like, as long as I feel like they're okay with swears. I feel like as long as they don't say anything like racist, sexist, like things like that, then they're safe. As long as they say like PC, I think they're good. You can say fuck this, that, whatever you want.
I mean, I don't know. Just the media has such power to like twist words and just make it seem like as crazy or like not as crazy or like, you know.
Which I wanted to talk about this one thing here. Let me see if I can find the exact tweet. So Katie liked the tweet about some dude like basically dissing Steph Curry.
Yeah, I didn't even hear about that story either.
You didn't hear about this one? It's a quick thing.
I don't think so.
Let me see. It's not like I said, like NBA and NHL news, like the season's just doing its thing. So, but here, let me see if I can find the exact tweet. And then this is after Katie getting into that whole beef with Shannon. Did you hear about that or not?
Katie getting into a whole beef with Shannon?
Yeah. And they were all beefing on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, Shannon's a bean for that. You know? He ended up blocking Katie instead of answering him.
Yeah.
He's not partaking in the social media drama, therefore I'm gonna block him.
But yeah, like Shannon, I love Shannon Sharp. He's the unk, but like Shannon's also a bitch for that because he was talking shit about KD. KD called him out about it, and he was talking about shit about KD on social media, and then KD called him out on social media, and he's like, we could talk about it privately in the DMs and stuff, and it's like, nah, you called me out on social media, so I'm calling you out on social media. Speak. And then he's like, nah, and he blocked him. So I love Shannon Sharp, but like he's a bitch for that one. So of course Shannon's gonna use this as firepower against KD, because now KD did something, and now he can bash him some more. So there's a tweet out here by the man going by JP, just some random user, and a bunch of people were roasting KD, saying like, yo, he forgot to switch to his burner account and shit. So the tweet is this: Kevin Durant was better than Steph Curry both those years. Everybody knows it, bro. Don't try and kid yourself. This motherfucker Curry needed another MVP and 3 All-Stars to get the job done. Trash ass. And KD liked that shit. So, I mean, that's KD, bro. You're the one who went to his team, boy.
That's so bad, yo. That's so bad. KD's the one that needs freaking superstars to accomplish anything. To even make
Didn't they win a chip without KD?
Yeah, they won a championship without KD.
Exactly.
They won a championship without KD, but like once again, I can't. This whole NBA bullshit is fucking annoying. Like I just get so frustrated now. The championship that they won against KD was basically Steph, Clay, Andre Iguodala, Draymond Green versus LeBron, because Kyrie fell apart, Kevin Love fell apart.
Okay, word, but like I hate when people say that because you're basically neglecting all the teams they had to get through to get there. Like they still went to the finals. Like you can't forget about the all the rounds that came before that.
I'm saying like, anyways, I'm saying the championship that they won is they ended up beating OKC in the semifinals, but OKC was up 3-1. So KD losing that 3-1 lead to Golden State and then joining him is making him look like a bean. Anyways, that's the championship that they won without him. So I don't know. Like if he's out here saying that that Steph needed him to win a championship, then that's bullshit. Because he literally came back a 3-1 deficit against your team, and then carried you all the way to a freaking championship. Like, yeah, whatever. Like, yeah, you ended up getting MVP and shit. But when you play on a team with Klay Thompson and Steph Curry, knowing damn well that these motherfuckers are going to get all the attention that they're going to get, the ball's easy going to find you. You're going to get your buckets whenever you need to get them. So, like, I don't know. KD's legacy to me is bootleg. Like, yeah, he's
tarnished.
He's one of the greatest scorers the game has ever seen. But, like, I don't know, like, you didn't do shit with OKC. You had to go get Golden State. Now you're in Brooklyn. You got 2 to 3 potential MVPs with you. Like, you got players that can play. Like, you got all-stars with you. Like, motherfucker, you don't win another championship. I'm going to talk even more shit about your career, to be honest. So, I don't know. We're at a point where, like, do I respect KD? Do I not? I don't know.
There's days you do, and then there's days where he does some shit like that, and you're like, fuck you. But I don't know. Yeah. KD's a very polarizing player. I'll say this. I like his ass on the court. But, like, as far as who the person is, I don't know. I miss you, the real MVP, KD. That was the best KD. That's the KD we need back. You know?
Yeah, them OKC days.
Yep.
Them OKC days were legitimate. Like that I could give him some. That's crazy.
Yo, speaking about Steph, my man, he was asked like, "Hey, do you deserve to be MVP?" And he's like, "I think so. I think I do." And with the numbers he's putting up, if the Warriors were higher up in the standings, that shit's his, bro. That shit's his. But
yeah,
so that's where I want to go into the Podbate. So and to preface this, they did like a poll on who people thought should win the MVP, and most of the U.S. voted Steph Curry. Funny enough, except for Philly, who voted Embiid, and then bro, I'm gonna sound. And then Giannis was also voted. Milwaukee, yeah. But that's I just want to check something first. This is gonna make me sound so dumb, but I want to see if I think Milwaukee's a state. No.
Milwaukee is in Milwaukee and Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah. Okay, that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, yo, Milwaukee. I'm like, is Milwaukee a state or the city? Because sometimes there's teams like the Arizona Coyotes and shit. You know, like
I don't even know if Milwaukee's in Wisconsin, bro.
No, it is. You're right. You are correct,
okay,
sure. But yeah, I don't know my freaking American states, so.
I don't even know how I know that, bro. I never learned that shit in high school. Shout out my geography teacher though.
Bro, you definitely heard that shit in a pregame against the Bucks or something, bro.
Probably, bro.
And then Philly, Philly voted Embiid, obviously, and that was it. I think Philly voted Embiid, Wisconsin voted Giannis, and then the rest of the country voted Curry. So people think Curry should win the MVP, but we all know the standings matter. So that's the Podbate. Curry for MVP? Yes or no? And we've had this Podbate before, but now because he said it, and like the country's voting for him, does he deserve to be MVP?
It's like, okay, this whole MVP thing, at the beginning of the season, I was like, oh yeah, LeBron's gonna go get another one, this, that, whatever.
LeBron's not even in the conversation.
That got shut down. Okay, now, like, top 3 last week or 2 weeks ago, it was Jokic, Embiid, and then Luka. Luka's out of there. Okay, now Embiid, once again, I've said that before. It's just his performance is great. It's amazing. This, that, whatever. Philly's first, blah blah blah. But he's not the reason why they're first. Like he's a big piece of the team. This, that, whatever. But that team, you take out Embiid out of the team. That team can still make the playoffs. That team can still lock down a championship team. Like that team can still do something without Embiid in there. Now you got Jokic, who's doing his dirt. Ever since Jamal Murray got out with that ACL, they're 4-0. He's still.
Remember you were talking about that? You're like, yo, we'll see if he still performs without the ball. Bro, like I swear the guy dropped like something ridiculous this week. I forget what the numbers were. I don't want to shout something stupid out, but I swear he dropped like over 40 or something. I think he dropped 49 in an overtime game or something like that.
I don't even know. I haven't been paying attention, but that's one thing. That's one thing that's been worrying about. Like that's one thing I was worried about. Like I just thought he was not going to be able to keep it moving without Jamal, but Jokic it's not like he needs a specific type of player to make it happen. He knows how to move the ball himself. He knows how to carry it. He knows how to score. Like, we'll see. So, Curry, Jokic, I'm giving it to Jokic because it's just Jokic out there. Like,
and I agree. I think there's no way Steph is taking it from Jokic because of where they are and what his numbers are. My guy's averaging damn near a triple-double as a center. The Nuggets are still performing without Jamal Murray. And I agree with you. I think that Jokic has less help than Embiid does. If I had to say what the running is right now, I'd say it's probably Jokic, then Embiid, then probably Steph. I think Steph deserves a nomination, like for sure. I think if the Warriors are in like a top 4 in the standings, then I think he probably does win MVP because he's Steph Curry. My guy's literally putting video game numbers out here, but like, is he putting video games numbers if Golden State ain't struggling like they are? You know what I mean? If Clay's on the court, is he putting up numbers like that? Probably not. He's sharing the ball a bit more, you know. But my man's, bro, this guy's dropping like 40, 50. Like if he's dropping like anything less than 33 points, like he's having an average. Like if he's dropping 33 points, he's having an average game at this point. My guy's been dropping like 39, 40 something. Like, you know, it's ridiculous, the number. This guy's putting up video game numbers, bro. It's dumb. It's dumb. He's looking like James Harden on the Rockets, but better. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy the numbers this guy's putting up. He's dropping 30-plus pieces every night. Every night. With double teams, bro. It's crazy.
That's what he does, yeah. Right now, they're not even in playoffs. They're not even in playoffs. Like,
I know.
They're in a playing tournament, so we'll see how it's gonna go. We'll see. Like, I'm not.
Playing tournament is so dumb.
It's dumb.
It's so dumb. Like, why play a full season for a play-in tournament? I saw Luka Doncic say that, and it's like, facts, bro. Like, what's the point of playing a full season if you have to go through a play-in tournament? Just give the people the position that they gave. It's just, once again, like the UEFA stuff, the NBA is just trying to make a little bit more money. Look a couple more games, get a couple more views. But, yeah, man. So we're saying no Curry for MVP, eh? Jokic is taking that?
Yeah, stuff. I'm just, once again, like, just because it's just a season, the numbers are not even close. So, yeah, Jokic has to take that.
Alright, yo. So we're going to get into our last segment. I like the pace we're moving at today. Overrated, underrated, my brother. You ready? It's my turn to ask you this week.
No.
So, what do we got here? Oh, my guy can see it now. we got my man's Dennis Schröder first.
Dennis Schroeder's underrated.
Underrated? How so?
Yeah.
Why do you think he's underrated?
Dennis Schroeder is underrated because he's a dog. Like, he plays defense. He can switch speed. He can shoot that mid-range. He can shoot the three when he wants to. He can score from all three levels. He plays defense. Like, he's always a tough matchup for all top point guards in the league. Like, that's why this whole Nets and 4 thing, it was funny to me, because if it ends up being the Lakers Nets in the finals, him and Kyrie, like, yeah, Kyrie is Kyrie, but Dennis Schroeder is not gonna just let him
get like coached.
Yeah, like, he's not gonna let him do his thing. That he's like, yeah, it's gonna be a tough ass matchup.
I mean, Kyrie's still gonna get his points. Like,
Kyrie's still gonna get his shit, but it's just like Dennis Schroeder's not gonna let you drop 40 on his head just because you're that nice. Like. Yeah. You know, like, you're going to work for all 40 points that you're going to get. Like, he's just that guy. He's going to make you work.
So, next we got Pep Guardiola as a manager, obviously, not as a player.
well, like, as a player, I remember one time Samuel Eto'o had an interview how he roasted Guardiola. He roasted him as a player. So
he was trash as a player, but...
Yeah. So, as a manager, who did he mess with the most? Who did he do dirt with the most? Like Barcelona and Man City?
Barca and then Man City, yeah.
Oh shit. That's tough. I'm gonna say, nah. It's either overrated or properly rated. He's never had a small team to do shit with. Mm-hmm. Like Barcelona, he had superstar players. Man City, that team's still stacked. Like, I don't think I've seen him do something like crazy with like an average team or just a regular team. Like, Barcelona was always top of the Spanish league, and Man City's always been like at least top 5 of the Premier League. So yeah.
So what you going with? Properly rated or overrated?
I'm gonna say overrated. Fuck Pep Guardiola. I don't fuck with you.
Alright, bro. We got another guy as a manager, not as a player. Jose Mourinho.
I fucking hate that guy, bro.
I know you do. But honestly, is he overrated or underrated?
Fuck. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I can't say overrated because he does deserve credit, because he's not a bad coach. He's not a bad manager. But I also can't say he's underrated because people have given him his credit. Like, this motherfucker has his own. They give him a documentary on Coach something. There's a Coach documentary that they put on Netflix, and they give him a spot. So I think. Yeah, so I feel like I'm gonna say properly rated. Like, he got his own, like, you know, he got his moments. He got his.
I'm shocked to hear that from you because I know how much you hate him. I thought overrated was coming right through.
Nah, I fucking hate him because he tossed all my greatness away, bro.
Speaking of your greatness, Mo Salah, overrated or underrated? He's had a tough season this year.
Underrated once again.
I'm out here looking like Mo. He should probably make his hair like this now.
You should.
He needs the fro back, though. The fro, he needs that shit back. He don't have the fro no more. I don't know. Did he grow it back? Last time I saw, he shaved that shit. But yeah, why do you think Mo's underrated?
Mo's underrated because once again, it's one of those where like when he was playing for Chelsea, we didn't see much of him, and even now for Liverpool, it's like we see whatever he can do, this, that, whatever. But let's not forget how great that team is. It's like it's not just him. You know what I mean? It's like his potential is not the only one that's out there. Like Sadio Mane is on that team, Firmino was on that team, Van Dijk was on that team. Like that team was not just
that team stacked.
Yeah, like that team stacked. So it's like I know he can give me more, but whatever the fuck he's giving me on the team right now is like it's good. It's enough for the team. So it's either properly rated or underrated. I'd rather even go with properly rated, to be honest with you. Yeah.
All right, brother.
That's my freaking greatness that's been tossed away. There's too many. Jose Mourinho tossed so many fucking great players. It's so sad.
You see how I set you up there? You see that setup?
Oh my god, I get so frustrated just thinking about this shit. Like, there's so many greats that we look at in the freaking in the soccer world right now that are just Chelsea fucking products that have been tossed away because Jose Mourinho did not know how to do his fucking job right.
You guys lost a lot of guys, bro. A lot of guys. Lukaku, Mo Salah, De Bruyne, Hazard. Like, y'all lost a lot of mans. But, hey. That's the end of our podcast tonight, brother. So, we want to say thank you to everybody for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed me looking ridiculous in a wig. We appreciate y'all sticking with us. Episode 15. I'd say that's another milestone. And thank you so much, guys. Catch you on the next one.
Peace. So what you're trying to do?
Peace, brother. That's what we always do. Take it easy, people.